Good evening, everybody. This is RyanSTO show, and if I did not miscount, we should be at episode number 7. And today, I want to talk to you guys. We will have a more general topic at the beginning, just like we did last time, and then later on, I want to show you 1 or 2 videos, and then we will have some leveling of my Delta recruit probably. We don't actually have any build requests for today as far as I can tell. So I'll just go over the ISA and the tier 1 chip that we just did a little. But more generally starting out, I want to continue the series about piloting in general and basic concepts. And today I want to talk about something that is usually called uptime. This is a twofold thing that you have to look at it in the perspective of uptime as in actually being at the enemy dealing damage, while also the uptime of your personal buffs and debuffs and how all that is working out for you. So let's try to build up a very easy example so you actually understand what I'm talking about. And since this is somewhat difficult to really explain, I have this beautiful program called Paint. And only my hand is a little shaken, but we should be good. And I'll just show you what I mean by uptime in general. So if you look at this, let's assume we have a little stickman here. Okay, he has not the best head. And he is an archer, right? So he has this bow here and a string and an arrow. Okay, so he is our archer. Okay, and he wants to hit a target. Let's say he has a target here. So this is his distance towards the target. This actually continues. So let's say this is a beautiful target of some sort. Okay, so the question is, at which range can he hit the target, and does he lose anything for being this far away from the target, right? For the example of an archer, obviously it will possibly make a difference to his accuracy or something, whether or not the target is like very far over here so he can easily shoot it, or if it is super far away, right? So it actually makes a difference from where he is shooting. If you think about this, if he was not an archer but like a swordsman of some sort, let's make another guy that my painting skills are actually super awesome. So he has this awesome sword here, and he is slapping those dummies, right? They just stand there. So he actually has to go to every single one and kill them one after another, and he only deals damage when he's standing right next to the target because he is in melee range. Okay, he's a melee class. The other guy, he is a ranged class. He can deal damage to all the targets, but he might lose over range. And this is a very big thing, because when you are an archer and you lose damage because you are too far away from a target, you don't actually attack sometimes at all. Like, let's say his range ends about here. Okay, so he will not be able to attack this target over here. Therefore, on the way running like this far to get this additional range, oh god, my line is horrible. This one will be the range that he has to run without dealing damage, because he is busy running. Most games actually handle it this way. Okay, so he will actually lose damage, and this guy will lose damage when he is on the way to the next target. And you have to basically minimize the run time during which you don't actually deal damage. Okay, so what does this mean in regards to STO? Let's think about this as a ship of some sort, and usually they will look something like this. They will be Romulanish green. I messed up a little here, so I don't know if you guys can guess what that is supposed to be. And they will have a target which will also be green around here, nice cubicle shaped, and they will shoot this red. And the question is, how often do you shoot them? Like most of the time, sometimes. How do you make this range between the targets, right? When you have to go too far because your range like only is this far, you have to get over to the next target, which is over here. And this is basically the in-between spaces where you want to use gap closers. Usually something like evasives, attack pattern omega, full impulse, if you drop out of combat, is possible but not really amazing. Okay. And you have to think about this as fire at will dealing optimal damage to 2 targets, so you would want to sit in the middle between 2 targets. And then the closer you are to a target, the more damage you deal. It's something like the archer. He's not a real melee class because you obviously can attack over range, but you don't do it as good as if you were super close to the target. So with cannons, this is even more of a problem. Then you would want to sit right in the face of your target. So basically this would look something like already ramming it, you know, something like this. If you were to shoot with cannons, you want to really crush the enemy. And that you do up close, because you lose percentage-wise damage over range. You don't lose accuracy or something, you don't miss more often, which makes it somewhat more difficult to detect, but you will lose damage. So that is part 1 of uptime. Uptime to your enemy, actually shooting the enemy. And for this I brought you guys a video. This was a 10K run today, I think. And basically what we see here is we warp into this mission and he just shoots off attack pattern alpha. Like, what the fuck? Attack pattern alpha, emergency powder weapons, tactical fleet, tactical initiative, and torpedo spread. And we'll wait a little for him to write his ready now. Like, this is 17 seconds of his attack pattern alpha already taken down. This is probably the worst possible uptime that you could think about. Like, he is basically using all of his cooldowns while he is not even in range to the target, right? That is not something you want to do. If you want to optimize DPS, you need to use your buffs while in range to enemies, possibly, hopefully, all the time. The closer, the better. Which leads basically to another very important concept of uptime, which is uptime of buffs and debuffs. So let's say, can we not open 2 instances of this? Paint. Yes, we can. Awesome. All right. So let's say you have 2 buffs. Let's make this simple, right? You have a time frame of, like, I don't know, 2. I mean, however many seconds these are supposed to be. Wow, this is ugly. An arrow. That's not gonna help it either. Okay, so let's assume we have, this one is once something, and this one is another time something. Like 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 second, 1 second, whatever you want to do to think about this, okay? If you have 2 buffs, let's say you attack with your bow for 1 damage per second, to make this simple. Let's say you are a very good archer that can, for half of this total time, like once this, increases attack speed by, or increase it by the factor of 2. You shoot twice as fast. Let's now also assume you have the power to double your damage for a short duration. So if you deal on average 1 damage and stagger your buffs, instead of doing like 1 all the time, right, you will deal, let's say you use your twice attack speed first, so now you will deal 2 damage over here, okay? So this is 1, God, I should not try to write with this. So this is the 2, okay? So the first one is your twice attack, and the second one, which is also 2 now, because you have the green one is your double your damage thing. So when you use them one after another, you will deal 2 damage all the time. Now let's think about this as you want to use both of your increases at the same time, okay? And this is pretty much why buff stacking is good. If you use your twice attack per second speed, you deal 2 attacks, and if you double the damage of all those, you gain 4 damage, right? So this will be like a reddish green line, which will be at 4, okay? Because you are dealing 2 attacks per second at the damage of 2, which is 4 damage per second. And then you will have this time 1 damage. Okay, but what is the average of this? If you think about it, this one is half of the time, so you gain an average of 2 DPS over the whole duration, and you will gain 1 DPS over the whole, you will gain half a DPS over the whole duration, so 1 DPS for half of it. So you will gain 2.5 DPS on average. Okay, so this one contributes 2, and this one contributes half a DPS to your total. So this one will be 2.5, and this one will be 2. And this is the very basic concept of why it is better to put all your buffs on top of each other if they benefit each other. If you have 2 buffs that both increase your damage by 1, and the time and everything, they don't really interact, it doesn't matter, right? You could use both of them at the same time, you could use them after another, you could use them however you like. If you use them at a perfect uptime, basically as much as you can, then you're good, then it doesn't really matter anymore. But if they benefit each other, you need to use them together to get the full potential out of this. And that brings me to a, do I want to save this? I don't think so. Everyone has seen this horrendous brutality that I did to arts today. Okay, so this is what I thought about talking about, but this is pretty much horrible. We'll break this down a little. Basically what this is supposed to be is the uptime of a buff, as in filling 10 of those cubicles, whatever, and 5 of them for the entangling cooldown of your ability. While Fired Will obviously has 10 seconds of a cooldown, longer than its duration, so when you start out here and end here, it's 20 seconds later. This is not really good to paint a picture, so I'll just make this a little smaller, as in one of these areas will be like 10 seconds for us. And I want you to think about like attack pattern alpha for this example, okay? So we will call 30 seconds here. These ones will we want to paint red because it's a tactical ability, and we'll call this attack pattern alpha, okay? So now you will want to stack this with Fired Will, because Fired Will increases your damage of your weapons, and attack pattern alpha increases all damage. So adding them onto each other is a good thing because you hit more targets and everything. But at which time do you use Fired Will, and at which do you use alpha? People use these all in ones, and that makes it difficult, right? Because their timings will go off, and I want to show you exactly why. This one, as we said, is 30 seconds. If you use attack pattern alpha and then use Fired Will and then get your 10-second cooldown, so this one will be grayed out. This is where we deal regular damage, and this one will be another Fired Will. And as you can see, you now have 2 Fired Wills within the duration of 1 attack pattern alpha. If you screw this up and let's say like you're all-in-one triggered the alpha again, and your Fired Will is still on a cooldown, and we shouldn't change the color at which we type, but the background. So this time you use your Fired Will in the middle of it, and then you use your and then you get your cooldowns, because you used one already over here. Basically this is looking like this, right? Then if you think about it that way, you only gained the benefit of your attack pattern alpha on 1 Fired Will. This is why you have to think about when to use what ability. You want to optimize benefiting buffs each other as much as you can. And therefore you have to use 2 Fired Wills within 1 attack pattern alpha, and you want to have emergency portal weapons up all the time during this. You want to use your attack pattern omega along with, let's say, this one will be your attack pattern omega, okay? And this one far back here, because they lock out each other, attack patterns give you this 15-second cooldown. but they also last for 10 to 15 seconds as with Omega. So Omega would last something like between here and here, or if you use it a little earlier, which is not actually a problem because it lasts longer than 10 seconds, to fully benefit this fired will. If you use it here and here, basically you have this full overlap of attack pattern Omega for your fired will. And then you want to use another like attack pattern beta, because attack patterns only log out each other for 15 seconds. So you will have the ability to use another attack pattern back here with the second fired will. However, the same copy of attack pattern Omega or another gives you a 30-second logout, right? So if you used your attack pattern Omega here, this one will go on logout for 20 more or 15 more seconds, because you can't really see this here. We'll just paint them grayish. So you could only use it when your fight will is done already, and that's not a good thing, which is why we use different attack patterns. Now, the real solution to this highly depends on what you run, with whom you run, and which mission you run. If you use, or if you check out our videos about all the records of numeric receive, you received 145 drawing experience. Oh, that is amazing. But it's pretty easy to gain those experience points when you really suck at it, because you never do it. So that's just me starting out. So when you look at our videos of Infected or something, everything has its rhythm basically. We have done them a couple of times, you might say, and therefore we have this certain mindset or plan how to do stuff. So I basically fly in there, use the tag team if I have to, or actually first I start with a full impulse and then again really fast or really quickly canceling the full impulse to still keep moving with my inertia rating. And then I use emergency power to weapons to get my weapons power back. Then I use my fight will and possibly an attack pattern. And I don't really use much more at the first cube of an ISA, because the uptime, and in that I mean the range to enemies, will be pretty shitty when the first cube is dead. You want to sit there, wait for your GDF, you don't move for 3 to 4 seconds, you don't have any targets in range that actually take damage. I mean, obviously you could throw everything and shoot the gate, but what's the point of it while getting healed? So you want to then use your evasives, you want to use your GDF fleet support and everything while flying over to the side to have already all of your buffs going that you need to make like the big damage plays on the flanks. And this is interesting because the evasive is our gap closer. Like with the melee class or the archer, they have this speed increase. They can sprint to reach their next target, right? That is our evasive. We use that whenever we know that for a good amount of time we don't have anyone in range. And then we have the go down fighting, which obviously lasts for a minute, so we don't have to worry about too much for every second of its uptime. We rather want to make sure that we have it during our fired will and everything else, and therefore the overlap and of that is not too bad. Like we have 20 seconds, or if you did it perfectly, you could get a second attack pattern alpha into it. But usually you will only have very low HP after the core breach, then get healed back up somehow, and therefore you want to use your GDF while still being at low, because it actually increases your damage by more if you have less whole hit points. Okay, so then at the side, after using our evasive GDF fleet support to get over there, or still on the way, you could use your emergency power to shields if you have those damage control engineers or enough copies. Then you get the emergency power to subsystem abilities only log out each other for 15 seconds, but their buff lasts for 30, right? So basically the concept is that you used an ability, have the buff for 30. Can we actually paint this? Let's say we use our, how do we paint this. So we make this one our emergency powder shields. Let's see if this fits. We should probably type this with a T as well. And we will segregate this into 15 seconds. So this one is the first 15 seconds of it. This one is the second 15 seconds of it. While the lockout for all the other emergency powers will be 15 seconds. So this one will be your emergency power to weapons. Actually, this one will be shields for the example that I just gave. This one will be weapons. So you have your weapons going, then you use your shields 15 seconds after this, right? This buff will last for an amazing, entirely unexpected 30 seconds, while giving you a lockout, which I will paint just down below to make this a little more obvious, for another 15 seconds. So after this one is done, you can go back to your emergency power to weapons, right? Just like this. So this is why you use them on cooldown, because the longer you wait with your emergency power to shields here, let's say you delay this by 5 seconds or something, the more you delay it, the more this gray bar will go to the right as well, and delay by that your emergency power to shields. And that is horrible. You don't want to delay that. So you have to think about when you can actually, yeah, there are birds in the background. Okay, I sort of lost track with the birds, oh my god. So the more you delay your emergency power shields, the more you will delay your weapons, and that is a bad thing. Always use your emergency powers. Alright, so let me catch up on chat and see what happens. I don't think I actually read any of it yet. The joy of painting with Ryan. Yes, sir. Where's the red blood? How do I know if you are hitting the target? It's a it's a friendly targeting practice. It's not actually him shooting another person. It's just a targeting practice. Okay. My keyboard reverted again to what? Okay, you need to save that awesome drawing. I don't think so. Put in your screensaver rotation. There is no pink one there yet, though. Okay. I thought about getting one of those pens and these touchscreen tablet things, but it's just so expensive. I don't know if that's really worth it just for our 2 drawings a year. I don't really see that happening anytime soon. Hey, Frankie. Okay. Do you have pet birds, or are they outside? They are actually outside. It's not Rysian ones, as Jay wants you to believe. They are actually free. And I don't know, I don't intend to kill them anytime soon. To English American setting, I think Skynet is to blame. Alt and Shift usually should switch your keyboard thing, shouldn't it? Or at least for me it does. Can't really show you because it's attached to the bar, but it switches for me between English and German. Alright, so if you guys don't actually have any more questions about the matter at hand of beautiful uptimes, the general idea should be clear. I'll just give you the list of what I am doing, which I sort of lost track of, right? We already started that. So when I go to the side cube, I use my evasive GDF fleet support immersive outer shields to get over there, and then I use my attack pattern omega, fired will and alpha pretty early with the attack pattern omega possibly. The idea is, as I tried to paint out earlier to you, that we want to maximize the uptimes of fired wills within an alpha cycle, and your weapons shoot twice within 10 seconds of the fired will. it will take them 5 seconds to complete their cycle, then they would start another one. So let's say you use emergency. You don't use emergency power to weapons, but you use fire at will. And this now is actually something that is pretty strange. How many are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I missed by just one and now deselected. So this should actually be right. Okay, so let's say this is your fire at will. And I always try to hit to right and red, which is horrible. Let's say we start shooting here. Okay. For how long will we shoot? This one will be around 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because the cycle for some reason lasts 5 seconds. Then they will go into cooldown and refresh, and then they will shoot again. Actually, this should only be 4 seconds, and then they refresh or something. They should shoot twice per 10 seconds. Let's not get confused by the painting. This is more the general concept. So let's say you shoot again at this point, right? Then you have had perfect usage of your fire at will, even though you didn't shoot right away. You don't actually lose something back here. Like, let's make this even more an extreme example. And that was quite a mess up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say you start shooting around here. For ease of recognition, we shall do this. And when you manage to start shooting within the uptime of your fire at will ability, then your whole cycle will still benefit. However, this is pretty tricky. You can't really rely on the timers there. If it shows only 1 second, you might and you might not get your buff going. This depends on the server lag and latency and everything. But the general concept is the more attacks you get within, or the more cycles you start while fire at will is up, the better. If you use your shooting 1 second before, it basically goes to waste. Like they don't benefit, which is a problem. Like if you use emergency power weapons or anything else that increases your attack or attack pattern beta while your fire at will is shooting, then it will apply to every next outgoing shot. But the application of fire at will is determined when you start shooting. So you don't need to worry too much about when exactly you will use fire at will, especially because it doesn't have an activation time. But you want to make sure that you always shoot at least twice within that time frame, and then keep shooting for the duration of those 5 shots per half a cycle. Okay, to really fully get your damage going. Okay. Perhaps I hit a key by accident without realizing it. I have an odd typing pattern. Normally it's set to French Canadian. Yeah, that is pretty odd, a typing pattern, French Canadian. I've never seen that. It's Clomboy. Okay, good. So no one has managed to raise any questions. So then we want to also look at this from the perspective of, let's say, directed energy modulation. Your weapons drain your power when you start shooting them. Okay, so you put your direct energy modulation here and have Marion Francis on. You will gain 8 seconds of reduced strain, and I hope that this is 8. Possibly it's not, but that shall not matter to us too much. So let's say this one is direct energy modulation. I'll just type that out for you. So this shot will not drain as much power as he used to, right? Because you have now your Marion Francis going, and this is actually only fight. Well, let's say this shot will not drain you as much. If you used your direct energy modulation after starting to shoot, your power will already be drained, and therefore this amount of time from here to here until you shoot the next shot that actually drains you is basically wasted uptime of your buff. And that is why it's so difficult in this game to actually play perfectly. I mean, it's literally impossible because there are so many abilities. if you look at everything that you could potentially take into account, it starts to get ridiculous pretty quickly. But I always try to think about it in terms of something that only affects the ability when it starts shooting, or stuff that is more general. So use your fire at will before you start shooting, use your direct energy modulation before you start shooting. Attack Panoramica can have 1 or 2 seconds before that, so you don't have to meddle with its uptime too much because it lasts longer. No matter what you do within this 10 seconds of fire at will, let's say you use Attack Panoramica 2 seconds early, it will even overlap like 3 seconds back here, right? It's a 15-second uptime. So that is the general concept. So then you want to use your direct energy modulation, fire your weapons, and then you start out with strange stuff like TBRs, or I don't know if you guys have seen the new Subspace Vortex ability is pretty good if you have that against multiple targets. That can be quite potent. So when you have all that going, then you want to talk about when you use your tactical fleets. Like, the overall idea of this is pretty much clear, right? You want your buff to go all the time, you want to optimize your uptime. It's the same for fleets. Like, the tactical fleet increases your damage by a certain percentage, and the more uptime, like the higher the percentage of this ability's buff being on you, the better. And that's pretty straightforward. If you have it only once or 1/3 of the time, you will only have 1/3 of its potential benefit. If you have 3 people cycling them, as in using one after another, and then you will have it all the time, the buff. And that is basically where the team play comes in of this, right? It basically looks like this. You use your fleet, and another person will not, but he will have your buff. After a few seconds, he will use his, and you will gain the buff as well, while yours is still on cooldown. And then this spirals down to like 3 or 4 people. With all hands on deck, you can reduce your cooldowns enough to make this work. Okay, so that is the general thing. And I don't know if you guys have seen the latest video that we put out, which is the ISA in an infected normal in a tier 1 ship. It's called the I think it's called the Light Escort. Basically, this goes back to the old NX video, which was called the DPS challenge. So we decided that we have enough time to do a second run, because there's not much else to do. It's on YouTube already, so if you guys didn't see that yet, you should definitely check that out later. So we'll just how much do we need to see of this? I guess, do we need to see this, guys? It's an amazing video. Always important at this point is the uptime of your fireworks, if you have those. So I guess I'll just tease you a little with it. The first run, we definitely can have a short look here. And you see me now flying into this core breach to get my GDF, and I use my brace for impact to get exactly to 30%. And this is extremely tricky on this ship because the ship itself only has 11k hull, right? So you basically die to everything that possibly hits you. It just kills you so quickly, it's ridiculous. So that takes a lot of practice, but with bigger ships like the Scimitar, it's pretty easy. We do our thing at the side, and then we now have all the spheres going in here. We only have equipped 3 torpedo launchers. We have the build is actually in the description of that video. And now we use the Subspace Vortex ability on them. We shoot them with the isometric charge, the rocket launcher thing. You see these beautiful rockets hitting them here. And then we barrel roll out of there because we are afraid. I mean, it's actually unbelievable how quickly you die if you have 11k hull. So now we hide behind the gate so the cube doesn't shoot us anymore. And now it's basically about saving our DPS. Like we're at 60k, we don't want to drop much lower than this. So we shoot the gate until it's dead, then turn on to the cube and continue our shooting. And basically you have to think about the in terms of the uptime here, like the Romulan singularity thing only lasts for 5 seconds, but buffs all your science skills like party generator and everything. So that is why I use the ability exactly before the isometric charge, the subspace vortex, and the other damage sources that benefit from this. So we have managed in a tier 1 ship, I don't know if you guys can read this properly, 60,336, and there is a part 2 of this, which you guys will enjoy on YouTube, I hope. So, J. McLaughlin, so 5 seconds with no buffs is better than all the time with random buff order. Yes, absolutely. And this is a story that I tell every now and then, how important that really is. Like back in the day when we did the Akira run, I think we pulled like 112k at the end. The last run we did on the day before, I did 54k DPS, I think. It was ridiculously low, considering how I just double on the next run, right? But my timing was only off like 1 or 2 seconds, so I missed my firing cycles all the time. That was really horrible, and I didn't feel too good about that. But you have to understand how this 1 second of missing your firing cycles can double your or halven your DPS if you miss them. And that is where most of your potential lies, optimizing uptimes of buffs and shooting the enemies properly. Like there is nothing to really ignore on your runs. That is the difficult part about this game. It's pretty easy to start out, but it's ridiculously difficult to master that. Check out the video of ISA in that NX. The DPS challenge is big in it. Alright, so do we have anything else to talk about? I don't actually think so on this part. Now I want to log on to my Delta recruit because I didn't do that in ages. Basically I wanted to level it only on stream with you guys. So it's still level 16, it's still on Deep Space K7, and I don't know if you guys remember where we stopped last time. And since I know that the running around doing missions is not all that amazing, I want to show you guys or talk to someone along the way. Basically have someone join the stream for this purpose. Let's see if Marcus 1566, our today's special guest star, will be available to join us now. And for this I have to use my headset so I can actually hear him, and I will have to manage a few settings on the stream, which should look like this. Okay.
Microphone activated.
Marcus, you should be able to hear me now.
Yeah.
Awesome. How are you?
I'm gonna turn off the stream because I don't want to hear everything 2 times.
Yeah, that's usually a good
Hey guys.
idea. You could also just mute the stream, or if your computer doesn't want to do that, just turn it off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay. So which level are you?
10 allow.
Okay.
10.5.
I don't actually know if you can join my missions. You probably can, so we'll just replace some old ones, huh?
Yeah, just 1 or 2, and that should be fine for the ones with the on Trozana, the ones.
Okay, so you said level 10. Where do you want to start? I don't really care.
Something nice and quick we can do. It's not taking ages, probably.
Treasure trading station.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Okay, so I'll just accept that one and get over there. So, on our way there, Cookie says, "Hey Marcus."
Hey, Cookie.
Hollow says, "It's Clown Boy."
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Just making sure, you know. Alright.
Yeah.
How do I get...
I'm gonna pop out the chat in a second.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Ryan is always attack. He doesn't do science. Oh my. I actually have a level 62 on which I have a healing and debuffing recluse, which I didn't play in ages because we didn't really have many runs that required it lately, like last half year. But once there is something to do with it, I will most certainly play it again. It also has a Wells time ship, which is an amazing ship. Okay, so while I'm flying over there...
I agree.
Yeah, I think you are quite the science player, huh? You play your science more frequently lately than your tactical.
Well, I think they're both equal. If I count my techs together. Ground and space, yeah.
Yeah. So what is your main tune in the game? Like, I don't know. What do you do in this game right now?
What do I do in this game right now?
I mean,
I play. Sometimes I do a bit of PvP queues with a team or without, and sometimes I play for hours with you guys trying to do some stupid tier 1 runs.
Yeah. I mean, just for the general sense of everyone watching this, you might not know us as well as we do, because we obviously hang out on TeamSpeak quite frequently, just trying to get the general things going. For how long are you playing STO?
Oh my god. I think, yeah, it's 2 years active now. I had my account since 2012.
So
but I stopped for
free to
almost
play?
a year.
Was that before free to play or with it?
After.
Okay.
After.
Yeah. So.
And I began to play a little bit before Legacy of Romulus.
Okay.
Least.
You probably started out because you like Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
Which
obviously.
Which was your favorite show?
Yeah, I already saw it. Probably Voyager. I really like Voyager.
I mean, yeah, it sort of makes sense because that was probably live on TV when you were there to watch it, right? That was while you were. Yeah. I remember watching those on Friday evenings, I think. They were airing in Germany. That was pretty funny. Which one was your favorite character across all shows, though?
All shows. I gotta go with Data.
The simple pick.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, everyone likes him, right?
I even have an autograph somewhere in my room.
Nice. Oh, did you go to one of those conventions?
Yeah.
In Germany or somewhere else?
In Germany, yeah.
Nice. I have never been to a convention so far.
I think last February I went there.
Ah, okay. So
I somehow still have the ticket for the train to get there.
Nice.
I don't know why I kept it, but
well, it's some personal connection with it, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. The K9 Slayer would like to become your friend. We shall accept. Okay, I have arrived at our trading station starting point, so I'll just click the begin mission thing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we have reruns, Frankie.
Yeah.
There's this one channel that afternoon is pure sci-fi, just everything you could imagine. Babylon 5, Stargate, whatever. It's amazing.
Do
I
you
don't
like
cooking.
David Hasselhoff? We don't usually like him too much around here. I don't know.
Yeah.
At least I have never actually met someone who was openly saying that he likes him.
Yeah, same for me.
Okay, so we are doing the thing with the freighters. You are probably getting those over there. I'll just wait for some more to
Yeah.
pop up here. Cookie also has an autograph from Brand Spiner. That's amazing. Wow, you guys all like conventions, huh?
Yeah.
I probably should attend one at some point as well. Okay. Okay, so we have your favorite show, favorite character.
Thing I mentioned, I noticed after I was in the queue waiting to get to Brent.
Yeah. To get the autograph.
That was, yeah, to get the autograph. I didn't notice it until I was done getting it, but 2 places in front of me there was the former German community manager.
Yeah.
I just what? I knew him and from his streams, and whoa, that's him. Yeah, but
Yeah, it's
after
pretty
I
strange
noticed it, I just lost him.
to meet people in real life that you only know from like television of some sorts. And I mean, obviously the internet somehow is a similar deal. Like, wow, what a... It's a KDF federation, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I mean, people obviously... You still imagine them, I guess, a little different than how they look in real life. So...
Yeah.
That's always something special, like the first meeting. So what is your favorite ship in STO?
My favorite ship.
And I mean, this is obviously a pretty easy answer if you are going for performance.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, from the nerd's perspective, talking here, like
Probably the Enterprise E. The
Sovereign class, yeah.
I liked it. Yeah.
How do you like the ship in the game?
Nah.
Okay.
It's good. It's good, but it could be better.
Yeah. I guess everyone agrees on that part. Alright, so we can continue to the cargo bay. You already have your Delta things, right? Is that a Delta tune or
This is the Delta. No, it's not. It's not.
Okay. I'm still on my Delta tune, so still need to do the interactions. But this one I obviously already played. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your STO pet peeves, annoyances? I'm not sure what Cookie is trying to really
Yeah.
ask us there. Today's episodes are when Picard turns into a teenager. Wow, that one was horrible. And for Voyager,
Yeah.
it's the attack from aliens of the 5th dimension. Oh, that one, however, was amazing. I don't know about you guys, but
One of my favorite Voyager episodes was the one with the viruses that got like 2 meters
super
tall.
big, yeah.
Yeah. Like, somehow
I don't know, that
I really
crazy.
enjoyed that episode.
That episode was just crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yay, I've died. Are we playing on normal? Yes, we are. Interesting. Do you have a specific favorite episode, or couldn't you single one out? I guess I couldn't. I don't know.
That's difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
I recently rewatched some of the Enterprise series.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the later seasons are good.
Enterprise as in the next generation, or Enterprise as an Archer?
No, in Archer.
Okay, yeah.
Where they met the INR and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
those
think
are good.
Enterprise really picked up with later seasons. Like when it started out with season 1 and 2, it was sort of okay-ish, but not really that great. But I really liked season 3 and 4 were amazing.
Yeah.
Why do they like killing us? Oh, we don't have a science bridge officer with us to heal us. That's why. Okay. So we can talk to Martha. Alright. Hey Ryan.
I can't leave.
Oh, do you have to talk to her too?
Oh, there we go. I just had dialogue open. A bit buggy.
Hey Ryan, just a quick question about your YouTube video. I only see part 2 of your NX video up. Are you releasing the first part today? The first part is half a year old, and I probably didn't set the markers on the second upload straight. So I'll fix that later. If you want the quick fix to it, just go to previous videos. It will be called something like ISA NX DPS Challenge. Okay.
Did you add it as an annotation? At the
Yeah, I
end of the
did,
video?
but I didn't do it to the new one yet, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think I only made that happen for the previous upload. The first time I met him, he sang my name as I was walking away. Wow, Cookie, you really have quite an impact on Grand Spiner, didn't you? I don't know if that is a true story. Are there any visual and auditory recordings of that occurrence?
Still level 10.
Still level 10, wow, that is horrible.
Yeah,
So
let's do a Fleet Federation alert, whatever.
Oh, I don't think I'm in a fleet. And there are 0 people in the fleet alert thing.
Ah, that's going correct. Now 4 for me.
Okay. Oh, the star is 24? Oh, interesting. Now,
No.
Yeah, it probably only refreshed when I joined the fleet. Or I'm just retarded. Both is possible here. So let's just wait a little. And I think they got in without us. 3 people in queue. We could do Starvis 24. I don't know how that rewards though. It should start with 5. So that at least would get going.
Yeah, but it needs 10, doesn't it?
It should start at 5, really.
Oh yeah.
And then it fills up till 10 like CCA does.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here. Well, I just queued us for both, and cops. Alright, nice.
Oh yeah, Frankie. That would have been amazing if they showed the beginnings of the Romulan War.
Wish they kept it on air and perhaps see more of the Romulan War on Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the recording, I just tend to read out all the questions because otherwise no one knows what you're talking about. I mean, I guess everyone agrees that Enterprise Season 4 and 3 were pretty much amazing, so everyone is wishing for more episodes.
Cool.
And I mean, they had so much potential stories to tell that it's quite saddening, to be honest with you. But I mean, they do what they do, right?
I think the last episode was a bit disappointing, but it was a good idea, but a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
To end such an action-packed season with like being a cook.
I mean, the problem is they only had like 1 episode to finish it all up, and I mean that is insanely difficult. I didn't really like the ending of Voyager as well. I mean, they had 7 seasons and do like half of their trip in 1 episode or 2 episodes, which only make, you know, semi-sense.
Yeah.
So, Cookie says, it's on video, I have proof. It's on my old YouTube channel. We will most definitely check that out later if you can hand me the link somewhere. I want to see Axonar when it's finished, says Jay. What is Axonar?
Yeah.
Will that be another zone in STO, or what is that about?
No, it's like fan-produced series almost.
Yeah,
It's
I've heard of those.
Really good. I always mix them up, but I think I remember it correctly this time.
Yeah, I saw a couple of those the other day on YouTube, and there were some with some of the real actors from the shows, and they were really well made. I mean, that was amazing.
Tim Ross and stuff.
Yeah, that was amazing how well people have done that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have your
Klingons. There's the Klingon in his Miranda. No, it's not a Miranda anymore. It's a light escort. Yeah.
It's pretty strange that you can actually be a Klingon on Federation side and now shoot Klingons.
Yeah.
But we have Worf, so I guess we can live with it.
And when you go further down the storyline, there's peace and agreements and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I mean, at this point, it's sort of the question whether or not it actually makes sense they were separated in the first place. If you were to, you know, be able to team up with Klingons and everything, I don't really see someone coming with the logic bet of how they should be aligned together. But I don't know. That's personal preference, I guess. Wow, this is lagging horribly for me right now.
Yeah. I just noticed it.
Okay, I'm just dead.
And all the ships.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna die soon too. Yeah.
Cookie says, I was angry at the Voyager ending. Yeah. I mean, angry might be a little too much. Wow, how are the dreadnoughts over here? This should only be Nekvar's, shouldn't it? I mean, this is not how it's supposed to be, I think. Which might be part of the reason how we died so quickly. Okay. I mean, the problem is you only have so much time and only so much you can really realistically do. So they obviously have to go with something, but obviously everyone was hoping for this miracle of an awesome, super epic ending. And I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't quite living up to people's expectations, is what I'd say. Marcus,
my favorite color.
What is your favorite color?
I think I have to go with cyan. I really like that color.
Really?
Mixture of blue and green, yeah.
Like the science departments on the uniforms in Voyager and Deep Space Nine?
Yeah, a bit brighter,
A bit brighter?
Yeah. A bit brighter, yeah. A bit more green in it.
I mean, that's not as common a color like the other ones. But I guess you can go with that. I guess Ryan's is boring brown. That's a very nice cookie. I think we already had the topic in general, though. And I don't recall what I answered there. So I'll just go with... what do I go with? Blue. Blue? I don't know. I'm not singling out colors, I'd say. I like most of them, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a tough call.
Also, black is a good color. I like black. That's
really?
My second favorite. Yeah.
I have not yet met someone who acknowledged liking black as his favorite or even second favorite color. So this is definitely something new, I guess. Has anyone in the chat ever met someone that acknowledged liking black? Like that?
Like, maybe not the way you think.
So, yeah, possibly. So this is actually taking quite some time, and it doesn't feel...
Cookie is going very specific here. Aqua.
Yeah, Cookie knows all the colors.
Why do you have that new keybind? No, it's just unbind R, I guess.
What do you like better? Cookies or cupcakes? Well, they are full of difficult questions tonight.
Yeah.
I think they are asking you though, Marcus.
I'm going to go with cookies. I like cookies more.
Any favorites on this one, or
No,
choose
not
anyone?
really.
No, not a brand or anything.
No, not a brand, no.
Okay. My female likes black. All her clothes, her hair, her purse, everything is black, and she loves it. Is she a real person? I sort of have to ask after you calling her your female. Black and pink go really good together. Well, I think, Cookie, that comes from every color going very well with pink for you.
With black? Oh yeah, well then. For Cookie it's pink, yeah.
Right. Red like my car, blue and green are mine. Both colors blue. Alright. So, any plans in the future with this game? Will you level up any more tunes, or do you want to do something crazy that everyone should know about?
Yeah, this gotta be my melee tune. But after that, if they don't introduce something like the Delta recruitment, it's probably my last tune.
So
maybe I will start with contrabanding too, you know,
yeah,
sometime in the future.
I mean, how do you handle the cost of additional tunes? I mean, obviously that is a pretty big thing for most people when they think about creating a new tune. I mean, that's basically the same for me with this Delta tune. I'm thinking about whether or not I actually want to put anything on it, because it would be ridiculously difficult to get all the items that you need to properly outfit it.
Yeah.
Right? So, do you actually intend to play them in different fields, or just want to make them specific for this one task?
Yeah, this is gonna be a ground tune, so ground's not as expensive to equip as space is. So I went with ground there. I have my fat tag up. I just need to level him and sometimes get him the trades soon. TM. I just wanna get a good money buffer now so I don't get...
To prepare for whatever is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally understand that. I mean, the next traits and...
You don't know. Yeah.
Abilities like the... what's the new tech ability's name? I always forget. Chemocide?
Chemocide.
I mean, that is at like 30 or 40 million on the exchange, and it's not even that good. It's just better than, you know, nothing basically. But that price is, I don't know. Don't really like how expensive those abilities are.
Yeah.
I mean, this mission is ridiculously difficult. They are all shooting me, and I don't have any abilities to really fight back.
17 out of 20.
Yeah, we are making solid progress, I guess.
Yeah.
How is XP going though? I only see like 9 skill points, 2 skill points. Doesn't really feel like it's
I need
worth
112. more.
Okay. Do you think tactical advantage is better than enhanced armor penetration? So, enhanced armor penetration is always 5% minus damage resistance on the enemy. Yay, first place, we are amazing.
Okay, there we go. Almost brought me up to level 12.
Nice. Yeah, the final completion bonus was pretty big. 3,700. So EAP is always -5, while tactical advantage is 0 if your target is above 50%, and then scales up to 15 if your target is at 0%. So it will, on average, be like 7.5 below 50%, and then you can average that about its total life, which will be like 3.75. So from that perspective, I'd say no. And there's one more reason why it really sucks, and that is it doesn't stack. Like if 2 players use it, I think you can only debuff your target once. So theoretically, if you have a team, you could make just 1 player use it. But then again, you don't really gain anything if your target is above 50%, so I honestly would go with EAP on all the team members.
Can you make me team lead for a second so I can share the missions I can have?
Not teamed
You
with you.
probably already played it.
Okay, yeah, just share
your
mission.
Yeah. Where is it?
You guys should get occasion. They are super fun. I don't know. Playing a pet is sort of awkward.
I thought about getting a Pharazin for the melee tune, KDF side, but turns out melee duty officers on KDF side cost like 120 million each. So nope.
I mean, probably no one knows what a melee ground player is. That is highly specialized. Usually you will be a tactical tune and run around with a sword and it's all horrible and the controls are killing you all the time, but you can't sort of make it happen, I guess. That's something to do when you have too much time. At least lately, since the TR, one should say, because before that was about the only way you could properly play. Frankie says, do you guys get free Zen each month? I do. It's called the stipend and it comes with the lifetime account. But that's about it. They don't pay us.
Yeah.
Cookie says,
I don't get
there's
money.
A storm coming.
Zen. Yeah.
Huh. I have vacation at a Pharazin. I was gonna do the same thing. Well, Jay, you're probably bored too much as well on ground. Pounce is fun.
Yeah.
I haven't played one yet.
Sounds really fun, yeah.
And I haven't...
Pounce is like an additional lunch.
Yeah. But I think you lose on passive traits though, right? I think you can't get like lucky or some of those.
You can't get soldier.
Yeah.
For example. You have the 5% melee increase from your species trait, but you can't have soldier, which gives a nice buff. I chose the Klingon just on Fat Sign just because it gets the improved soldier as its species trait, and it gets physical strength, I believe it's called, which is another like 15% melee damage on ground. Yeah, plus 15% physical damage.
Superior soldier always slotted, so you can get 9 additional traits. So it's probably a really good trait for that deal. Okay, so while we are flying over there, I'll just get my R&D stuff up and restart a new one. I don't have enough duty officers to start a third. So I think with the R&D completion, we gain these unlocks here. And I need to make some room in my inventory. Okay.
I am 1 meter 90 centimeters tall. Just have to look it up.
Yeah, that's amazing. That will be around 6.13.
Yeah.
Just guessing. And then we also get the tier 5 deal on this recruitment thing. Okay, so the important part about this is this pack will grant you a random selection of 5 duty officers. Okay, so nothing really special there. But the second one gives us
6.2.
a choice of raising any school we want to level 10. So obviously going with beams is not the best choice here because I already have beams at 5. Don't really need to rush it too much. So I'll just select science because I like the particle manipulator trait, if I can. And that way I get my science up to 10. Alright, amazing. Which also unlocks another slot. I'll probably buy some duty officers later to get at least all the projects started that I can. Alright, I think we are there. Where is it though? Is it above me?
Yeah, it's to your left.
Okay, turn around to get closer to you. Come on. Okay. Can we interact here? Okay. Starting the power struggle. Cookie, my preview stream freezes when I stream. It's on another computer on Wi-Fi. Oh, I get shot. It's not very nice. Oh, yeah. We are in the 2-player version of things now.
Yeah.
Because obviously we are playing the mission with 2, so it shouldn't be a real problem. But I don't know if the scaling somehow is different. They used not to deal as much damage.
Yeah.
It's almost dying. You could distribute some shields. Okay. What the hell does that mean? Yeah, the 2.6 feet was a typo.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that he meant the 6.2. You're taller than Ryan. Yeah, but you have to understand, Cookie, that everything above my height is just wasted area, basically. Like, you don't need to be taller. And as I don't want other people to feel bad, I just don't show how tall I really am. So that's just how we handle that. Okay, guys. Yeah, lifetime setups get 500 a month. Yeah, I'm a lifetimer.
I got lifetime, lifetime for a month. That's a bit weird. I got gold for a month last autumn to get on turbo, and also to get like the bonuses, the extra account bank slots and inventory slots and stuff like that.
Yeah, getting monthly or getting one of those subscriptions is pretty good, right? For just a month. I don't know if I would get just lifetime these days. I mean, the benefits are
you get fireworks.
Yeah, you get fireworks. That is a true assessment. And we didn't select a healing bridge officer again.
Oh,
we really should select some bridge officers next time.
Okay.
Okay.
DPS is based on pink ponies. Might as well be, yeah.
We had a beautiful idea for a song, Cookie, and you would have so much appreciated if we would have used the song on the last video.
Yeah.
But I don't really suspect everyone to like it. We might do a special version at some point.
Oh.
It's not optimal. I'm not sure, Jay, what isn't. being too tall?
Probably
Overly
yeah.
tall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It isn't.
I mean, you can either be too small or too tall, or you can be just right, as I am. Okay. So, how often have you played the storyline?
Federation?
Yeah.
This is the third
Or-
time now. But these episodes, like the sixth time, because those are the videos you got to play with Romulans too.
Ah, yeah. So, do you actually come back to do episode replays, or... I mean,
No, not really.
what do you usually do? I mean, you're not a Foundry player, right?
I'm not. I play some Foundries from time to time if I'm very bored. But, you know what happens when I get bored. Stuff happens where we get into some parts of the map you weren't supposed to get to. Cookie knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay. So, do we... I think we have to read the one first. Do you read it already? The right one?
Yeah, I think I did.
You don't need to read all of them. It's okay to use just one.
Do you have the new rule thing?
Yeah. The pro. So we can run back. Okay. And then we need to go to the warp core, scan for triolic waves. I mean, obviously we have played these missions a little too often when we do all the interactions.
Yeah.
I got lifetime back at
also,
launch.
you get
because this
the chance to.
is my dream game. Is it still
It
your
could be better.
dream game, or was it your dream game? I mean, obviously, we had high hopes, and we're still playing it. So I guess after this amount of time, it's okay to have done it. I don't know if today I would re-get it though, to be honest with you. Okay, up here is the Delta icon, which we already have. Can just kill this guy. From gold lifetime, we get skill respec every 10 levels. That's something nice.
Yeah, the good thing is, I still had my 1 month subscription when Delta Rising came out. So all my tunes got 2 respecs from getting to Admiral and Fleet Admiral. So that was really nice.
Yeah.
I still have some of them, still have the 2.
Okay, access the consoles. Cookie is still sitting down there right now. I think my tune that I had over there is as well.
Yeah, I have 2 tunes sitting down there.
We can have a dance party after the stream. Okay, report to Franklin Drake. So
get my
that's it
subspace field modulator.
with the skirmish. You may only acquire one of these items. Yeah, I already have one.
Okay, let's spin the wheel.
Okay. Flying to Drozana Station, which is not too far off here.
It's weird how everything has like two distance meters, whatever.
Yeah, how the
Like
Drozana Station
Drozana
has.
Station.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it twice as well. Not sure how that is happening.
It's on some systems too.
Possibly due to factions or something. It is
Why
pouring
I'm called Clown Boy.
down rain here, and it's awesome. Wow, another like semi first for today. First, someone calling black a very good favorite color. Now, someone calling rain awesome.
Rain is awesome.
Okay, so that makes 3. I don't know. Rain is awesome when you're not outside.
Yeah.
But when you actually, you know, have to walk around, that's pretty damn horrible.
Yeah.
Ryan, why? No, you should talk about why you chose the name Ezri Ryan like that.
No, just the wrong guy. Sorry. Did I fail the mission? No, I didn't.
I'll just leave this mission to you because this is only interactions.
Could get some kind of agreement, yeah.
Oh,
no,
God.
we have to reroute the powers.
Yeah.
Ah, I hate it.
I have to do it as well. I don't get your progress. That's a long story. How we arrived at that name.
For once, Jay, for once, not waiting.
It's
No,
not raining in England. Yeah.
It can be a very sunny place, yeah. I was 2 weeks there and I had 2 days of rain. So, quite nice. I'm gonna bring up the wiki page because I'm too lazy.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, walk through.
Do we need to scan them first, or can we just interact right away?
We have to scan the replicators. Okay, replicators, environmental.
Environmental is on the other side. And then back to replicators, right?
Yeah,
You need to walk me through this as well. I don't have the page open.
I just can't. Okay, there we go. Hail engineering team, and now I can go. Reroute power, replicators, environmental, gravity.
Oh shit. Well, I think I screwed up if it's gravity third. Yep. Okay.
Defense.
Hold on.
This
Environmental. Gravity. And defense.
Germany
back there.
isn't the sunniest country. Defense, environmental, replicators.
Supposed to rain here, but it's nice and sunny. Well, we couldn't tell if it was sunny because it's pretty late already, 10:35 p.m. So, environmental next, or what comes after the defense grid?
Defense is after it's environmental, and then replicators again. And then we're done.
Yay! Report to the little Ferengi. It's not raining in England. You know, but you like the story. Do you even know
What?
the story?
What do you call the wonderful city? Well, most wonderful city in Germany, Cordor.
You also should read out the questions, usually.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jay has seen the most wonderful city in Germany, so
Oh wow, you're doing good.
what is the most wonderful city in Germany?
need to talk to her over here first, and then play some
Oh yeah,
dialogue.
then to the Ferengi.
Spin the wheel and win.
I've never been to
I don't
Cologne.
I have
Double, yeah.
been once to Cologne because of the Gamescom, but I didn't actually visit the city, so I have no idea what it looks like there.
Oh, I got 15 Latinum.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, so
Often
now
I was
we
trying.
are allowed to return to her?
No, we need to talk to the Ferengi, don't we?
We need to go to Deep Space K7. Ah. Flying around, always our favorite.
You can get that here, Jay. Schweinshaxe. You can get that here.
Oh, I accidentally beamed back down. Okay, so now we do the German teaching. Ich trinke Wasser in the sink. In the sink, like what is going on? Not
In
sure
the sink.
what that is.
You mean like
supposed to
from
be.
the sink? Or
I like Hamburg, Jay. Hamburg itself is,
never been there.
or rumor has it, if rumor is right, it rains there all the time. It's basically the England of Germany, I'd say, in that regard. The city itself apparently is pretty nice, but I don't know, I would prefer a city that is actually at the seaside, and they are like 50 to 60 kilometers from open sea, so I don't know, it's pretty far away. Everyone thinks that apparently that they are actually at the water, but they only have this river-like connection.
Yeah. I think for vacation the Baltic Sea is way better.
Yeah, you don't have that much of a tide problem,
Yeah.
and the water is usually somewhat warmer and not quite as salty.
I would go with beef, Nikoni. Chicken or beef? Beef. Chicken is good, but beef is better. But you asked Ryan, so Ryan,
Yay,
Do you
Holofrock is with
recommend-
us.
do you recommend chicken or beef?
That highly depends on what today's plan is. If you are in the mood to do something for your health and have been jogging out already and running and doing all the exercises that you can think of, you should probably go with the chicken. If today is your vacation day, then you probably want to go with the beef. Today is my beef day in that regard, but that is up to you. Okay, there are the Davidians in the neutral zone. Okay. And then you can build sandcastles in the sand. Is that a song?
Yeah, I don't get the reference.
I don't get it either.
It's
Funny.
a bit weird, but yeah. Okay, let's get the synchronic throttle distortion or whatever. Ghostbusters gun. Let's go. Who
Alright.
you gonna call?
Ghostbusters. Well, that one we know.
Yeah. Okay, let's share this.
Alright, what lies beneath? Back at Rosanna Station. And that will probably be the last one for us for tonight, because we want to keep it within the 2-hour range.
Mm-hmm.
Flying over there. Ryan, you were supposed to sing that. Yeah,
Robin Sparkle.
I have never
Heard of him.
Robin Sparkles as well, so that's gonna be sort of difficult. It's all about that DPS. That DPS on Scimitar. Oh, we're not flying a Scimitar right now. And even the NX can pull pretty extensive DPS, so it's not only about Scimitar's DPS. But to fully understand that, you might want to check out today's YouTube video. That was pretty good. Just went outside in the rain. Wonderful. Needed something from my car. Inside. Yeah, I guess I understand how it's wonderful inside the car and inside the house. The way in between is only wonderful to look at. I watched an episode of My Little Pony today just to see what it was like.
Oh,
Robin Sparkles is a woman.
it's a girl. I don't know.
I think we had one of the songs at some point when we were discussing songs for certain videos.
Yeah.
But I don't recall which one that was.
Mm.
Hollow Nose, yeah, Hollow Nose.
I only know male Robins. Two
Really?
of them are written with an I, and one of them is with an Y.
Okay, we need to go
Unusual.
to the maintenance
Oh my
now,
goodness.
and you're running
Wrong
past it.
direction.
Yep, we need
Yeah.
to go.
Okay, I'm gonna take a sigh, although he doesn't have any healing whatsoever. Okay, he has medical tricorder enough.
Nice, that should be enough. Okay. Yeah, this one was...
Cookie cosplayed her. Huh.
Right, my thought exactly.
Don't know her.
If we knew what you looked like, it might be easier to imagine what that would look like. Oh, why am I taking damage? Okay. I have never seen an episode of My Little Pony. Like, what is that like? I think you watched some with your niece on your vacation, Cookie, right? So, what is that about? Are we missing out on something? Should we definitely watch 1 or 2 episodes? Or...
Oh god, no. Please. It's gonna be worse than our German afternoon TV.
It reminds me of
mainstream
you guys
channels.
now.
Oh my God.
My Little Ponies. Wow. I don't know if that is actually something nice to say. We had a spawn of these Davidian things behind us. I think
Yeah,
the
it's
spawn
not-
points are
it's
not
awesome.
really made for 2 players. Okay. Running around. Unlock the maintenance lift.
Yeah, I know female Robin.
Like Savick
I
was.
know that there is female Robin. Well, it's also a female name to be precise. With my
Marcus is
Well,
a
it's
female
true.
name?
no, it's not.
Okay, now I'm confused.
Yeah, Hollow was talking about Lieutenant Savick in Star Trek 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
She's played by a female Robin,
Yep.
and I said that I know that that Robin is also a female name this way around.
Okay.
I just didn't connect it this way with what's her name again? Robin Sparkles.
It's a very rare female name, you might say. It's like, I don't know how many tailors there are that are actually female besides the singing one, but I personally think that's the only female tailor of which I know. Don't know if you guys know any more about that. Okay. So, the interaction at that console has commenced successfully, and we now shoot all the Vidians. Okay.
I just need to do the array again.
Can I already go to the other side to increase our speed a little? I don't think so. Oh, no,
Yeah,
I
you can. Forgot to activate the relay console.
Mm.
Yes, the Bonnikin guy.
Yep. Every single time. He is pretty
Isn't that
creepy.
Bonnikus too?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay, interacting with the console if they stop hitting me. Okay, I've got it through, so you can go to the next one.
I have to deal with the holocron guy. Okay, he's dead.
Hey, even
That's
that.
a despawn.
And then that. Wow.
Did he one-shot you with his
No,
exit reduction field? Oh.
I just messed up because I don't have a healing NPC with me and I didn't pay attention too much to my HP.
Okay, there's still a Davidian in there.
Yep. Wow. I probably should turn down this audio volume.
Yeah, it's quite loud for me too.
Wow. Okay. That should settle it. This is me and Robin Sparkles. Wow, Cookie. What happened? Another convention? Or how did you do that?
Have to check it out.
Yeah, we'll definitely check that out in a minute.
After we kill this guy here.
And the song Sandcastles in the Sand is awesome, and you guys should listen to it. I think the longer I'm thinking about it, that we already did, to be honest with you. I just didn't really recall anymore, but I think that was one in our closer
Just
evaluation.
already. Come on.
Okay, where is he? Okay, he's there.
Oh, I killed him.
Nice. Can we... Okay, yeah. Take the lift to the computer car. How can this map be so dark? This one should be the door. Okay, X my door. Well, you can mostly only run this with the map open to see where I need to go.
Yeah.
Okay. That was for Dallas Comic Con, and I thought I'd only know of Sheldon Cooper and his friends going to the Comic Con, but you're the first person that has ever witnessed what is to be seen there. So from your perspective, Cookie, what is Comic Con really like? A lot of...
Isn't there MCM Comic Con going on in London right now or something like that? I think there is.
I have no idea.
Yeah, pretty sure. Some YouTubers I'm subscribed to attend there.
Nice. Yeah, for publicity reasons, we probably should have gotten our own booth there, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's a little expensive.
Yeah. This
Okay.
part is cool, where they look at you. It's amazing.
We
Oh,
need
where
to
do you go?
through. Yeah, I messed up. This one's the
Did you
right
go?
door. Ah, I found it, it's alright. Okay.
Who needs a flashlight, Jay? Who needs one?
Flashlights.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Totally overrated.
You just have to remember the entire map. Then it's super
Pretty
easy.
much.
So just another like 500 attempts and we'll know where to go. I think they want us to go into this room because they put a green circle there.
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
might be a fake green circle.
Only optionals and stuff.
Yeah.
Could have activated the computer core defense.
I'm pretty sure I already played this mission, but it shows again the recover data. Something.
Ryan, you
Yeah.
didn't know Susan Boyle?
Susan Boyle.
Susan Boyle.
I think she's dead.
Yeah, the Hollow said you
What?
were talking about her. For Britain's
Really?
Got Talent.
Oh, that one. No, I don't know her then. I confused her for one of the actors they put on the placard thing on EST. Wow, that is horrible news for her, I guess. What makes me wonder today was that Ryan didn't know Susan Boyle from Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Yep, never heard of her.
Oh yeah, I heard of her.
It's only because he's in love with her. Yeah, I'm just denying knowing her because in truth, I'm in love with her, clearly.
There we go.
I usually videotape it so I can show you, but it's lots of costumes, lots of celebrities, meet and greets, and photos, OPS, operations. Lots of fun panels to watch, lots of cool sci-fi stuff to buy. I guess it's good if you're in, you know, the zone with this stuff. If you are a Trekkie, I guess you can actually appreciate it. But someone
I think
who doesn't like
we're
it too
done
much,
with this one.
yeah, he probably would think of it as very awkward if people run out in Star Trek uniforms. Okay, they
we
want
need
us to go to
K7.
Deep Space K7.
That episode was good too. The Deep Space Nine one. Trouble with the Triples.
Oh yeah, that one was amazing.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
I have the book somewhere.
I'm going again this Friday, actually.
Are those Klingons?
Yeah. It was an hilarious episode. Every single time with the scene where all these tribbles fall onto Kirk, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just super flat slapstick comedy, but I like it every single time.
Yeah.
And the bar fight was amazing.
That too. Why is my ship just going in circles?
You selected the go to final destination or go to the... What is this
just
even
flying
called?
there
Protocols for
manually.
this mission's starting point. And that is a problem because the starting point is not Deep Space K7 but Rosanna Station. It doesn't properly update.
Even if I click on Deep Space K7, it takes me to Rosanna, which is so weird.
Well, that is really strange. OPS is opportunities. Isn't it also operations? But I'll just go with your that abbreviation here. Usually the native speakers know better. I always wear my Star Trek uniform. This is what Cookie says.
My ship for some reason can't turn left. Okay, there we go.
Interesting. Perhaps
I don't...
the right engine comes on Tuesday. You never know.
Yeah.
Okay, so... It's interesting how these steps are usually solo mission parts, which just interact with the console.
Okay.
Okay.
What's that video, Jay? Don't have time. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
After
well,
we finish the mission.
Alright. I had a Star Trek uniform once, but that was super far back. And the only moment in time when I thought about how cool it might be was the scene on The Big Bang Theory where Sheldon Cooper has his science uniform in this medieval festival thing and runs around with his tricorder. Wow, that episode was amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
That was
I
so
agree.
funny. I mean, you can just imagine like doing that yourself. The console is over here.
Yeah.
I mean, or for you, it might also be over there. If you are in this very awkward situation with something you don't know anything about, like My Little Pony conventions or anything, you could just go with the science uniform and run around with a tricorder and pretend you're from the future and trying to find out what is wrong with people. I don't know. That would be amazing if someone actually dared to do so.
Yeah, would be pretty damn funny.
Alright, so I think we finished our missions.
Yeah.
You should be done as
Yeah.
well, right? So
I should be done, yeah. I should be done. I'm done.
okay, so let's just increase the graphics settings and take a screenshot. Slash screenshot.
Yeah, it's
Yay.
time.
Do we need to do anything specific? Anything you want to do as mighty Klingon?
I'm gonna search for it.
Pictures of you in the uniform. No, that was when I was like 8 or 9. And I don't think I have any... I might have, but I don't know where. I mean, that would require extensive search. I love wearing my uniform. It makes me feel wonderful. I mean, that is a good connection to Star Trek, I guess. That is how it should be if you have your hobby and everything.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, which emote is that?
Hopla.
Dash emote. Oh god, how do they write that?
I think that's how they write that. Yeah. Okay, I found it. Okay, so you start, and I'll do the. Does it do that when I click it? Oh shit. Okay, so I'll do the countdown like 3, 2, 1, and then you push it. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, mine didn't do it. Amazing. Amazing, yeah.
Okay, we'll just go with what we have. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine too.
Stop trying to act like you don't know what My Little Pony conventions are like. They are cute. Yeah, I guess I can believe that. But the extensive search we will have to delay until... Well, we have to postpone it without any given time frame. We'll get to it. When no one comes back and Terradome, I think that's a fair time assumption.
Yeah.
Alright,
About
so...
that time, plus minus a few weeks.
So, thanks everyone for watching, for tuning in. Thanks for Marcus for dropping by, playing these amazing missions with me on my altitude.
I thank you for coming along.
If there is anything else you would like to say?
Oh, not really. Thank you guys for watching.
Alright. So, from my side as well, thanks everyone for dropping by. I hope you had something to learn from the first segment and possibly some entertainment from the second. So, I will leave you guys with this beautiful evening and wish everyone a very good night. See you guys next time.
See you.